Greetings, Cancer. Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Iyanda Siraj, the Eclectic High Priestess. Hope that I'm finding you well and in high spirits. If you are new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome. Thank you for your support and thank you for sharing this space with me. Cancer, take the L. You earned it. Okay. That was the channel message. Now, of course, channel messages don't always have to go with the rest of the reading, but that's what came. Okay. Take the L. You earned it. So, yeah, there is a sense of some type of loss, okay? Some type of loss. Now, how you take loss and how you resonate with loss, that's your own deal, okay? But maybe that's what we're speaking about. When it's time to bow out, sometimes it's time to bow out, and take the L, meaning the L can be the loss, the lesson. So whatever you take from it is what you take from it, but take it. You know what I'm saying? It's yours. It's yours to take, okay? So I'm getting a sense of like, you know, not wanting to acknowledge that you've lost or um that something is over, okay? And honestly, it just is what it is, okay? So let's move on and see what the rest of the messages are for you, because that one's cut and dry, okay? What do we have for Cancers for the month of June 2021? Themes for my Cancers. We're gonna take them to that flipped over there. We got productivity, and I couldn't put it into words. Okay. Um somebody's and I'm actually reading it opposite because I hear uh somebody wasn't practicing what they preach. So it's like I put it into words, but I couldn't put it to action. Or I put it into action, but I couldn't explain to you what it was that was happening or something like that. So definitely sense that somebody was too busy doing something to understand what was actually happening. So they were doing something and taking actions, but too fast that they couldn't see what was taking place or what was happening. They were blinded, so they were missing something. We got Gemini energy popping out and boundaries. Yeah. So, I think that there is a sense of one, for Cancer, you have work-life balance popping up. You have the most productive route to something popping up. Okay. This is also talking about how much you can actually control and how far you can get with your current mind state or your current mentality. Okay. Um, you, is it productive? It's like, it's like, what boundaries are you set? Are you following? Are you adhering to boundaries? Are you crossing the line somewhere just to say that you did something, or you got something done, or that you won? Okay. Because if we go back to that message, right? But there is something here about working, 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 working. Um, but boundaries are being crossed. So you could be reaching a threshold. You could be reaching some type of threshold, and you may not be able to cross it because of something that has been occurring, some type of actions that you've been taking. I couldn't put it into words, meaning that I also feel like too that's speaking to someone not being able to admit something that has happened or whatever, or also just not understanding something in general. I just feel like there's a lack of understanding here. Passport stamped. I couldn't put it into, okay, so there also could be a secret. Something is being created or built, productivity and boundaries, but there is a shush around it, meaning I can't say anything. It could be tied to travel, or this person, or you or this person could be afar from someone, making it hard to make the progress that you want to make, because there's kind of like blockages or some type of boundaries that you can't cross. Like you can't say something, a certain thing. So Gemini energy, let's clarify with the Gemini. With Gemini, is two sides, it's two sides. So I do feel like there's two different polarities here. So On one end, we had that initial message, but I do feel like there's something here about productivity of a certain plan, project, or route or path. There are certain restrictions here with boundaries, and it could be because there's a lot of distance between you and a person. Or this could be tied to some type of foreign affairs and somebody can't speak about it because of, maybe clearances or something like that. Gemini. What else do we have for Cancer? The neighbors can hear you. See, yes. So somebody can't talk about something because they're being over, there's people listening, or the word is not supposed to be out. They're not supposed to know about what's happening. Okay. That's why they can't share it with you, because you gonna tell somebody probably, Cancer. Productivity. Now, Cancer, if this is not you, of course, this is somebody that you are having to deal with this way, because maybe you don't think that they'll keep quiet. There's a whole stack of cards over here. Okay. So we have fallen angels, the number 2. Now these are life paths. So somebody could easily have a life path 2, or somebody could be split between decisions or making a decision between 2 things. We have fallen angels here. Fallen angels, meaning, again, missing the point. So yeah, I do feel like there's definitely a sense of information being kept from you so that you descend into worry. You descend into your lower self. They talk about the fallen angels. When they say fallen angels, there's a theory that it's just falling from higher consciousness to a lower consciousness or lower vibration. So I do feel like there is something here about that. There could be some type of actions that are being taken and they can't be successful because of an energy misalignment. Okay. Guarantee. What else? Right behind it. They don't really care about us. Okay, yeah. So there's definitely some maybe hidden motive or hidden agenda in a situation. Okay. But this feels pretty good though, because I do feel like with the number 2, there's talking about balance. But this is duality, light, dark. So there's something about maybe a positive intention, but because of the energy surrounding it, it's being seen a different way, or there's a negative result coming from it because of how things have to be handled. Okay. Okay. What else do you have for Cancer here? What else do we have for Cancer? We got the Empress. Okay. I couldn't put it into words, Gemini. Okay. I feel like somebody has hidden feelings that they try to take effort towards or take actions to show you how they feel. But for whatever reason, it always ends in something else. It always ends in some other feelings. Okay. Whatever though, with the Empress card, it does say that whatever the blockages or whatever the delays, they will pay out. They'll be fruitful. Okay. King of Cups. Yeah, there's some type of emotional thing building, something building. And I said that if somebody couldn't speak their own emotions or say how they truly feel, that would be represented by the King of Cups here too. Yeah, kind of like shy, you know what I mean? The 4 of Cups, rejecting their own feelings. I also feel like too, there could be something about money. There could be something about money, some type of support or something like that. Fallen angels and missing the point. I feel like Cancer, or somebody you're dealing with, Cancer, you guys have been in a cycle together. And one or the both of you, one or the two of you, are missing the lesson that you're supposed to gain from each other. Okay. So yeah. So somebody's rejecting their feelings here, but also there's somebody rejecting a lesson here. Anything else? 3 of Cups. Yeah. Okay. So apparently there are good things happening. There's good things happening. There's money coming to you. But I feel like there's a sense of, you creating proper boundaries, Cancer, or the person that, you're connected with, or that this situation is playing out with. boundaries that have to be respected, so that there can be balance. Okay. I'm also feeling something about this message that's going to come through, information that's going to come through, that's going to cause a sense of celebration. The information had to come through the stream that it had to come through. It couldn't come through you, Cancer. So if you had to hold something back from someone, um, that was on purpose. So if you feel bad about it, then don't feel bad about it. Now, if you're the person that Cancer was holding something from, don't be angry, because it was just the way that it had to play out. The Nine of Pentacles again. Yeah. I do feel like a sense of if someone feeling abandoned or left all alone or something like that, but there was a point to it, and you're missing the point. So make sure you gather the lesson so that you can move on past this cycle. The lesson is probably tied to codependency. It could be also some type of ancestral pattern or wound when it comes to relying on other people, or relying on other people's resources. Okay. We got Sagittarius energy popping out, and we have the Tower. Okay. So yeah, the Tower talks about standing alone, being able to create your own foundation. I also feel like too, there is a sense of independence with the Sagittarius energy here. So for some of you, the lesson that has been missing was independence, being able to stand on your own 2 feet. Healing codependency, if that was emotional codependency, monetary, it doesn't matter. Basically, acknowledging it. I'm also picking up too that yeah, like I said, there was a sense of secrecy tied around something, and the person couldn't speak on it. It had something to do with some type of inconsistency. There was some type of inconsistency that was experienced that caused a little trauma, stress. Apparently there was some type of information that couldn't be shared. And if it, with the fish about resources, there's something about money or resources that couldn't be shared, even though the lack of information was causing problems. And the Scorpio. Now, Scorpio, Sagittarius, I also feel like a person could have been particularly viewed, they could be viewed as particularly irresponsible. And I feel like you may not know the whole story, Cancer or cross-watcher. You don't know the whole story either way. If you are looking at somebody else like they're irresponsible, you don't know the whole story. You don't know what all that they're responsible for. So how can you consider them irresponsible? And then on the other end, if you are the person who feels like, you haven't been getting what you deserve, there is an energy here of a person having to kind of be reserved, keep some information from you for whatever reason. I can't really tell why. It could be governmental. It could be like a job thing, a work thing. Person could have been out of work, didn't want to tell you they were out of work, or under investigation, didn't want to tell you they were under investigation, something like that. Because there's a lot of sense of like protecting some type of information here. Something about like work, some type of investigation for sure. And I just heard you took it to work, and that's where you messed up. So Cancer is popping out. Look at that, popping up in your own dang reading, Cancer. Yeah, so this is talking about you specifically. You took something to work and you took it too far. When you took it to work, you took it too far. Whether that's you or your person, but it does feel like you didn't think this through. You didn't think it through, like the effects that it would have on you by doing this. Okay. And for somebody, there's a sense of shame or regret, tied to this, because immediately it's like you play me, you play yourself. Try not to play yourself. Okay. If you hurt me, you hurt yourself. Try not to hurt yourself. If you lie to me, you lie to yourself. You only lying to yourself. Okay. So there is that energy here. Okay. Thank you, Beyonce. Somebody is unable to move on because they haven't dealt with some feelings, grudge or anger, rage that you have. You're not able to move on because you haven't dealt with it. You can't be happy. You're stuck on this past person or a past situation. Maybe you are in competition with this person. Maybe you're trying to take from this person. I don't know what you're doing, honestly, Cancer. But whatever it is, I can tell you right now that is rooted in some sense of some sense of wounding that you feel like you experienced. One to 3 months. You should see some type of change here in 1 to 3 months. Whether you're going to be doing it, with the 5 here, and the tree of life. I do get the sense that that someone is having an awakening. That someone is definitely having an awakening. I also feel like someone is getting messages from their ancestors. So this could be living ancestors, but I also feel like intuitively they could be having dreams and things like that, because the birds are here, and the birds are oftentimes like ancestral to me. There's also mushrooms here, so there's definitely some higher levels of consciousness or expanded consciousness happening. You have the rainbow here, which means I feel like there's definitely some ancestor, some past loved one or something like that that's tied into this mix, okay? Now, whether they're advising you or whether they're admonishing you, because it could be an admonishment from not doing the right thing, but there is a sense you're definitely hearing from them, and that's all I'm saying. They have higher wisdom and higher guidance for you with these mushrooms here. Yep. Message of concern and thoughts. Okay. So definitely having downloads, definitely sitting and pondering your own behaviors and your own actions, whether you are Cancer or the cross watcher. There is a picture that has been painted, and you know it's not true. You know it's not true. You know it's not real. But the picture that is etched in your brain, you cannot move away from. Dang. There is a picture that is etched in your brain. This picture is not a pleasant picture. It's blinding you to the truth of who a person is or what a situation actually is. See, look, she's over there reading that message of concern. She's going through whatever she's going through, dealing with whatever she's going through. That's probably a late bill or something, right? Then this person is over having these thoughts of this person. Now, in this reading, this person is having ill thoughts of this person, saying, oh, that person just does this all day, or that person is lazy, or that person is this, when really this person's over here doing everything they can, and they still just got a cutoff notice, and you sitting over here with these preconceived notions or these ill-informed notions. Okay. There's a journey here, there's a compass here, and then there's what do we want to crown this with? And then there's the lovers. Okay. So definitely somebody that you could have had a romantic connection with. We have courthouse. So I did say that there was some type of institutions. Person could be being investigated. We did have occupation here as the second card under the deck. What else is under there? Distant horizons. We did say somebody could be working overseas. It could be some foreign type of, I don't know, transactions, interactions that are causing issues. But either way, we have the journey, the star, and the lovers. We had missing the point down at the very bottom of this reading, missing the point. I think that there's definitely something here where somebody is being directed towards someone or directed to a journey. And I feel like this is two people going on a journey, okay, together, and somebody is missing the boat. Somebody is missing the point of what this whole journey has been, or what this whole journey is supposed to be from this point forward, okay? It doesn't feel particularly like, I mean, it feels stressful, but it doesn't feel heavy or negative, but it does feel like it causes us some stress, okay? Let's talk about this love situation. Obviously, somebody's heart involved here. Lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. Yeah, we said that this person is going through something like this. Maybe lightning bolt. That was today I got in my horoscope, they included a power emoji, and my power emoji was the lightning bolt. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. So with the compass card and the journey card and the lovers, I feel like there's definitely an opportunity to make a choice that will lead to a better situation or lead to transformation. Cancer, if you are in the position to make this decision, then kudos to you. I hope you make the right decision. Um, if you are just having this epiphany or this light bulb come on for you, if you're finally getting the point, then I seek that you will follow that up with inspired action. Okay, we have engagement ring. Oh my God, don't be showing up proposing to nobody now. Engagement, partnership, community, or commitment, eternity, completion, and union. Now, I do feel like with this epiphany, Cancer, whether you're having or whether this other person is having it, there is a sense of completion here, and you become to you begin to understand the purpose of the whole journey. The whole thing begins to make sense. Now, if you are about to surprise somebody with an engagement ring, I would say, do your best. Do your best to balance your own energy. Do your best to come to um, an understanding about your choices and things like that. Because this is something that if you make a move like a public engagement or something like that, you know, I can't say whether a person would say yes or no, but you know, honestly, I feel like a person would say no in this situation right now, what I'm feeling. But it's like if you go and you try to make this public thing and you haven't sought to make right any of the other things, then you're setting yourself up for a no, right? Um, you just pop up on somebody, or not even wouldn't even say a no in general. They may say yes, but how far can it really go if you know that you haven't done the work to create the proper foundation for it? Whether that's repairing the foundation or building one in general. So, Cancer, I would say that, you know, if you don't want to feel like, if you don't want to be rejected because somebody thinks that you're just stringing them along or that they're just going to be signing up for a bad deal, you might want to take some time to address some of this stuff that's been coming up for you. Because the person, whoever this person is, I won't say that they're going to be able to just like feel it or whatever, but it's like they'll know if you're serious or not because of your approach. You know what I'm saying? If you come back to a situation wanting to reconcile, but you don't show any proof of having actually reconciled any of the things within your own self, and you haven't taken any effort to reconcile the actual problems with the person, then how are you going to reconcile a union? How are you going to propose like that? You know? So I do feel like there's a sense of healthy choices, more healthy choices. And then maybe you're just seeing that when something was the healthier choice, or all along something was the best choice, or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, Cancers, um, let's go ahead and get you a message of insight and guidance. Cancers, month of June, Cancers. Bhuvaneshvari. I don't know if that's right. Bhuvaneshvari. I think that's the way you say it. But y'all, I'm gonna learn how to read these names. Bhuvaneshvari. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, so this is very much water intuition, Cancer. This is right in your element. Secrecy, revealing of secrets, digging deep for the truth, for your own inner truth or your personal truth. I also feel like two multi-layered deceptions, multi-layered illusions that you have to break through. I also feel like alignment of your throat, heart, and solar plexus. So being able to honestly, confidently express what is in your heart. Also your personal truth. Okay. Now this moon that's at her heart is more dark than light right now. So I do feel like there's a sense of apology here. Apology. Okay, so let's see what this is saying to our Cancers. 107. All right. Goddess of space and infinite possibilities. Ooh, I love this. Okay. You have learned the art of creating space and are experiencing the cosmos that exists inside of you. Bhuvaneshvari comes to you in deep meditation, in profound nature, in oceans, and in silence. Her stillness guides you to enter deeper into the cosmic web of potentials that exist for you in the present moment. Continue making time for whatever brings you to a point of total stillness. That is where your true self resides. Know that you are not just part of the earth, but the earth is also part of you, and you are lovingly held by her presence. In reverse, create space between your breaths and between your thoughts. Life can get a little too crowded, and Bhuvaneshvari is asking you to make space for your highest self to shine through. Notice your breath and its rhythms. Slow down each breath until you can feel the pause between inhales and exhales. Continue breathing deeply until it almost feels like you aren't breathing. The spaces have become longer and the breaths faint. This is how you experience the advanced state of meditation, Samadhi. Okay. So this is definitely talking about digging deeper and expanding not only your meditative practice, but expanding your range of reflection. Okay. Perhaps your range of view, your peripheral has been limited. Okay. So now your range is expanded, and now you can now dive into the wisdom of all that is visible to be seen. Okay. Ashe. All right, that's all I got for you, Cancers. Peace.